And the mother paid no mind to him, turned to the servants and said, "Do whatever it is that he tells you to do." I have goosebumps. I have goosebumps. Can you see that? Look at my skin. Whenever I talk about this, this is what happened. Whatever it is you're doing, do it well. I don't know what trust they must have had. I don't know what belief they must have had to just obey and not ask question. He obeyed Jesus Christ. They obeyed Jesus Christ without seeing him ever performing miracles. A lot of us follow Jesus Christ because we have heard, we know of the things he is capable of doing. We have seen it, we have felt it, we have heard it, we have read about it. Those people, that was their first encounter with Jesus Christ. And they obeyed. They obeyed. They obeyed. No wonder the Bible says obedience is better than sacrifice. Culturally, some people don't see the need to provide for the guests when they come to their wedding. Some people think it's okay to have the guests bring stuff for the wedding, for their weddings. Some people think it's they have to provide for the wedding. They have to provide food for the wedding. And that is, and whatever you fall in this category, it is fine. I think I've come to realize that it's okay because it's a cultural thing. But me personally, I fall in the category of people that for the wedding, at least my wedding, making sure there's enough food and drinks for the people. I didn't want people coming to the wedding and leaving hungry, empty stomach, or not having enough to drink. That is just how I've been raised. That is how I think most Africans are when it comes to weddings. We tend to really elaborate, make sure the food and the drinks are okay. Because if the food and the drinks are okay, are good, are sufficient, then it's a beautiful event. We do not care necessarily a lot about the outfits, except now I think that is changing because of how the world is going. A lot of customs are changing, but the context is, as an African or Africans, we always try to make sure that there's enough food. At least me, for events in my family, when there is an event, regardless of what it is, when we have to invite people, we make sure there is enough food and drinks for that event. And I'm sure some different, maybe Asian countries, a different part of the world. So where am I going to with this? Something very interesting happened at one of these weddings. Somebody had a wedding and a lot of dignitaries were coming, a lot of very high personalities, people were coming to that wedding. And the wedding was beautiful, but they ran out of wine. And just like I told you, it's a taboo back then for you to not have enough wine and food for your event, especially your wedding. So imagine the panic. Imagine how you can feel to hear that you don't have enough, the shame and the disgrace that comes with that. So yes, this is one of those weddings that it happened, but thank God, you know, the King was there himself, the Lord of Lords was there himself, Jesus Christ. So this is the wedding feast of Cana. This is where Jesus is going to perform his first miracle, all thanks to his mother for her intercession. This is very personal to me. This whole story is very personal to me because, anyway, one day I will share. One day I will share with you guys. But yeah, something very interesting happened at that wedding. They were running out of wine, and the mother probably saw them, and because she knew the culture, she's like, "Oh my goodness, what a disaster and to ease the couple's stress, she walked up to her son and said, "These people are running out of wine. Do something." In the book of John, this is Jesus' first miracle. He came to the wedding. I don't know if he had any plans of performing any miracle then. And his response to his mother was, "Woman, why do you disturb me? What do you want from me?" Essentially. And I find it very interesting that he referred to her as woman, not mother. And then, of course, this is the beginning of his public ministry. And this is where his relationship, his mother son relationship, is going to, lack of better word, say ends. He's now going to take on his earthly role and do what he came to do, beginning from here. And the mother paid no mind to him, turned to the servants and said, "Do whatever it is that he tells you to do." I have goosebumps. I have goosebumps. Can you see that? Look at my skin. Whenever I talk about this, this is what happened. She said, "Do whatever he asks you to do." I have read this many times, many times. Like I said, I have a very personal relationship with this story. And every time I am speechless. I mean, how did the mother know? It's not even how he knew. Of course, she knew that this child was special. But she has never performed a miracle. Jesus turned to the servant and said, "Do whatever it is he tells you to do." May God bless those servants. Those servants. Jesus said to them, "Fill these drums with water." They didn't say, which one be this? They did not say any of that. The mother has said, "Do whatever he asks you to do." And they did just that. May God bless those servants. Do you know what it means to have witnessed such a thing? Anyway, the servants filled it up. When distributing the wine, and those people, those ministers, those presidents, those bishops, like, what? You kept the best wine for last. This is unbelievable. The servants said nothing. The people were happy. They drank. My focus in this talk is on the servants. And I've said, may God bless them. Because whatever it is you're doing, do it well. I don't know what trust they must have had. I don't know what belief they must have had to just obey and not ask questions. He obeyed Jesus Christ. They obeyed Jesus Christ without seeing him ever performing miracles. A lot of us follow Jesus Christ because we have heard, we know of the things he is capable of doing. We have seen it, we have felt it, we have heard it, we have read about it. Those people, that was their first encounter with Jesus Christ. And they obeyed. They obeyed. They obeyed. No wonder the Bible says obedience is better than sacrifice. I am amazed. And everybody was happy. And then his public work started. And then the mom was happy with him too. And everybody left happy. Whatever you're doing, do it well. You're following Jesus Christ. Obey him. Do everything to continue, regardless of what may come. Blindly. It says, the Bible says they filled it to the brim. They didn't fill those jars halfway. They filled it to the brim. And that's how your faith should be. Let your faith be overflowing. Let our faith be overflowing. While we're following Jesus Christ, let us follow him to over the top. Over the top. I will not let you go until you bless me. I hope you feel blessed. I hope you're blessed. And I hope you do the most for the Lord. I hope you follow Him truly, sincerely. And may His peace, His blessings remain with you and me forever. Bye.